Hello everybody, Johnny here, and today I want to talk about a relatively sensitive topic. You guys know Rick and Morty's co-creator Justin Roiland was embroiled in a lawsuit where an ex-girlfriend was claiming abuse, right? And this was a very kind of blow-up situation that kind of got him canceled, if you will. And now he's come out with some claims that we should visit and we should discuss, because apparently the lawsuit has come to a close and he has been found not guilty. And he's come forward with a little statement here that I want to share with you guys. I want to talk about the situation. You know, it's always super tricky, the balance between hearing victims, right? And of course also respecting people's right to be innocent until proven guilty. And how do you balance that? I think in this case, you know, he was actually cut off from the show, right? Before even the case came to a close. And a lot of times there is this trepidation from companies to be associated with people who are even loosely linked to anything like this, even if it's not, let's say, proven. Now, I'm not here to defend Justin or to attack Justin. I want to actually just give you his statement and comment from there. So the one thing he posted on social media was this: I have always known that these claims were false, and I never had any doubt that this day would come. I'm thankful that this case has been dismissed, but at the same time, I'm still deeply shaken by the horrible lies that were reported about me during this process. Most of all, I'm disappointed that so many people were so quick to judge without knowing the facts, based solely on the word of an embittered ex trying to bypass the process and have me cancelled. That it may have succeeded, even partially, is shameful. However, now that the legal case has ended, I'm determined to move on and focus on both my creative projects and restoring my good name. Obviously, this is his perspective, and we always have to be careful with, reading a biased perspective. But, you know, it does sort of pain me that such rash action is taken. This is just now purely my opinion, and please chime in down below if you disagree. Just be respectful, please, to each other. Okay, be nice to each other. But you know, the fact that he was cut out from the project before the case goes to determination, to me kind of points to a problem where, you know, people are just so afraid of being linked to something negative like this, that they just cut ties at the first sight of the potential problem, and they aren't really worried about what's the true, what is the true fact behind the claims, right? They didn't want to get to the bottom of it. They just cut ties straight away. And Justin, of course, was the voice for both Rick and Morty, right? He was also a writer, a producer, like, you know, he was in many ways a key part of creating that show. I don't really know how it will continue to go forward, but either way, it seems to me a little disappointing that there was just no hesitation in just cut ties, not get to the bottom of the problem. So that's kind of my only issue with how things were handled. This Kotaku article goes on to say a spokesperson for the Orange County District Attorney's Office told Kotaku that the case was dismissed, quote, for lack of sufficient evidence to prove the case beyond reasonable doubt as a result of additional information that came to light in the investigation. Kotaku also reached out to Roiland's lawyers, but could not obtain a comment. So, you know, whether this proves he is innocent or not, I'll leave it to you guys. You tell me in the comments what you make of that. Is there a path to exoneration? You know, once you're accused of something like this, is there a path that will lead to your being accepted back in good society? Or is your name just besmirched forever, right? Is there a path to redemption? That is a real question that I kind of worry about. Whether or not he was innocent in this, just the general process for you to come back to the good graces of the people after you're embroiled in something like this seems to be very dubious. I actually don't know if there is a good way. And, you know, even apologizing isn't really a good solution. Many times, as we know, apologizing just actually makes things worse sometimes. So it's really an open question, you know, in these like weird times. How do you assess facts that are presented by different people with different perspectives? And how do we go about laying blame? And how do we go about laying before people a path towards redemption? Even if they did make a terrible mistake, surely there has to be a way to be reinserted back into society and be able to be a productive human again, right? Even if you made a terrible mistake, there has to be an arc you can chase towards redemption there. And it just doesn't seem like there is one presently. But I want to hear from you. Let me know down below. What do you make of this situation? Are you happy or sad about this? Do you think things were handled in a proper way? Or would you rather it had been done differently? And with that, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.